Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching in the world. Welcome along to Esports Mini League 1 and the third round of the league, which takes us to well, not Belgium. I thought it was. No, it is Belgium. I've named the stream wrong. It's all gone wrong from the very start. Anyway, we're here in Belgium. We'll get that sorted. Oh dear. Oh, you can already tell how it's going to go. Anyway, my name is Kieran McGinley, and of course you join us for the third round here of Esports Mini League. I got confused because Mini League 2 had the German Grand Prix. That's my bad. It should be the Belgian Grand Prix. Oh my goodness. Well, at least I got the last round right. It is definitely Japan. Right? Someone confirm that? Anyway, thank you very much for joining along with me as well. As you can see there, you can see Belgium and Japan will be happening tonight as well. That will be on a separate stream, so make sure you do subscribe to the channel. Make sure as well you hit the notification bell so you don't get or you don't miss the next couple of rounds, which are happening pretty much back to back tonight. So hopefully you'll be sticking around for that as well. Now you will hear some typing in the background because obviously I am trying to change the thumbnail. It's always more difficult when you have to do it on your own. However, it's a challenge I relish, and I'm really looking forward to tonight. It should be a good one. Let us know in the chat as well who you're supporting here tonight, whether it be a team or an individual driver. Let us know who you are supporting here in that chat on the course of tonight. In terms of Mini League 1, well, it was a very, very dominant performance from the ILR team. Well, they got 2 1-2-3s, if you like. Which puts them on 148 points. QVR are in second place on 111. TTG are in third on 78. Livid Academy there in fourth on 57. And that puts CPI fifth with only 6 points. They didn't have a great time of it last time out. Hopefully they'll be hoping that everything can turn around this time, but hopefully the stream is named right. That is oh, that was terrible from me, wasn't it? Oh dear, no, we don't want that. Anyway, in terms of the team sheets, if you like, I haven't received any updates from last time out, so we should be expecting more or less the same. Now it is a bit different this time because you can have a list of 10 drivers that you can choose from. So for example, we have TTG, have Westy, Will G, Forbes, Navy, Honey, Recon, Siege, Vaporon and Josh, but at the table I have, they were yet to name a 10th driver. For ILRT they had Louis, Amir, Rafa, Lickle, Alfie, Sterling, J. Cole and Thomas, with 2 drivers yet to name. QVR filled all 10 drivers. They had Cohen, Maladiktis, Dropia, Verstappen, Daka, FC Game Boys, Campbell, Chill, Robin and Juiced. Livid Academy only had 5 drivers on the roster. They were Slimbo, Deneen, Spag, Spat, Sam and Sam. I believe each had a name change, or one of them did anyway. And then CPI only had 4 drivers named this time last week. Bullet Boy, SJ, Lewis and Casper. So that is how everything looked at that point of view. And well, what we should be expecting is good racing. We have had an update today, which is very, very nice indeed. Hopefully you've been enjoying it. I will get to enjoy it for the first time. It's the new circuit map, and I'm looking forward to seeing what it's like. It will actually tell you. In the past, we've had to rely on, it will say yellow flag in sector 1 or yellow flag sector 2. Now, with the track map, we will know exactly where that instant is, and so we can go straight to it rather than seeing, oh, it must be roughly there, or oh, let's ride on board with this drive and see whereabouts that was. We now know exactly where it is on the track map. So, if you're a fan of my streams, you will know that I do like a track map. I love to see the full thing at all times. Know what's happening around me. So that should be pretty interesting. We of course have one-shot qualifying here in Belgium before the race. 25% race. All positions, as long as you reach the checkered flag, will score points. That is the crucial bit you have to remember. You have to get to the checkered flag in order to score points, and to score points, it should be a very. Oh, I've realised I've done something wrong as well. That there is no chat. Let me change that instantly. The thing about YouTube is, it went through this weird change. There we go, chat's back. Sorry, guys. The weird thing is that you have to choose made for children or not made for children. And if you accidentally click made for children, the comments just don't exist. The chat just does not exist. So that was my fault again. 2 mistakes so far this stream. We haven't even got into the racing. Oh, I love it. I love it. I wondered why it disappeared. I was like, well, hang on a minute. We should be having chat. But let us know in the chat now you can tell us who you're supporting in the chat tonight. So fingers crossed everything goes well from here on in. No more mistakes. Maybe. I don't promise that. So Belgian Grand Prix, a fantastic circuit nonetheless. 11 laps around here, and it is a driver favourite. It's one of my favourite circuits as well, and it's a track that has quite a bit of history for the right and the wrong reasons. Of course, back in the late 90s, early 2000s, you will remember that there was the old bus stop chicane, which it sort of was redesigned and revamped into the much tighter chicane we know now, called the bus stop. But as we all know, it's not the bus stop chicane. You know, that's just the way it is. We have to accept that. Apparently it is. But it is it's one of the longest circuits on the calendar, if not the longest, at 7.004 kilometers. Only only Baku comes close to getting anywhere near that. But it was one of the first Grand Prix on the calendar in actual Formula 1. First Grand Prix in 1950. Race distance, well, going 100% distance is 308 kilometers, but I would hazard a guess and to say that's going to be about 70, I'm going to say 78 or 77 kilometers. So it's not long, but the laps around here fly by. I mean, you know, you're looking at qualifying, I reckon we're into the 140s. So it should be pretty good to see what's happening, and let us know now. Well, now you can let us know in the chat if you're looking forward to it, who you're supporting in the chat tonight, be it with a team, with an individual driver. Maybe you're just watching them for him. Remember though, there is no driver's champion, quote unquote. It is all about the teams. So that is the most important thing about tonight, is working as a team to get yourself those points, and it is going to be a big job to catch anyone in the ILRT team, that is for sure. Lots of people in the chat there. Storm in the chat saying good evening. Good evening to you, Storm. Good to have you with us. Sam Gamer Official says he's the one with the 1A on the Livid team. Good to know. Now I know that. He's saying good luck to all the drivers out there. James Head, he's back from Mini League 1, so we must have an influx of drivers coming in from Mini League 1. Welcome along. I know James had a great stream there. Both races look pretty good to me. He says good luck to all teams and drivers out there. Have a great comms. Me. He obviously said Kieran, but I said me. You know. Dylan Warren says, I didn't even know who I'm supporting in this. Well, you don't have to support anybody. You can be a complete neutral and watch it for some great racing. And Tyler Beasley saying, hey guys, Bullet here. So good to see you in the chat there. So let's jump into it then. Into the Belgian Grand Prix with 20 cars. 20. Yes. It's not often you see that these days, but 20 cars here will be racing in at least the first race in Mini League 1. And it is a crucial night for all other teams. They've got to stop this rampaging ILRT team. They've got to stop it. The only way they know how is by trying to out-qualify them, which is going to be the big first task. And with a longer lap around the circuit, it means there's more of a chance to make an error. The simple and effective way of setting a good lap time is by keeping it clean. Only one shot, you only get one chance, and if you invalidate your lap, you start from the back of the grid. It is really important that everybody keeps it clean, nice and dry here for the Belgian Grand Prix. Sun bathing the circuit here. So looking forward to this one. And of course we get to see those beautiful, beautiful liveries once again. There you can see is the podium. So top 3 drivers obviously will stay there, but which team will dominate that podium? I wonder. 5 teams here tonight. And just to go over those standings once again, let me just get them up. Have to scroll all the way down, but ILRT team 148 at the top of the table. QVR in second on 111. TTG Esports are third place with 78 points. Livid Academy in fourth on 57. CPI only have 6 points, so the next two races have to be perfection. Who are we riding on board with? We're riding on board with Bullet Boy then, as he makes his way towards the start finish line and all the way down towards La Source hairpin. In towards turn one we go, riding that curb there. Watch on the X there, very easy to spin up the rear tyres, but it's downhill, which will help you. Gravity will help you on the way down, and the run down towards Eau Rouge and Radion. Up the hill we go. It's a blind corner, Radion there, as we now head on towards the Kemmel Straight. DRS wide open as you have a little bit of time to think about your next move. In towards Les Combes, turns 5, 6 and 7. Braking hard now, down towards turn 5, through turn 6, and you can see there the banking on those curbs there don't really exist through turn 7, so you can really attack it. Be careful on the gravel on the left-hand side through turn 7. Now down towards turn 8 and Brussels corner. Through here, it's very easy to overcommit through here. Be patient on the throttle. Heading towards X corner, turn 9. Down a gear for Bullet Boy as he now makes his way down the hill towards the double left-hander. Turns 10 and 11 of Pouon. Down a gear in towards 6. Back up it then once you feel the car starting to gain the grip as we now make our way towards turns 12 and 13. Campers here through turn 12 we go. You can see the little divot in the curb there through turn 12. Use that to your advantage as you now make our way towards turn 14. Round we go again, patient on the throttle there as we now head our way through Stavelot. Very easy to understeer towards the tyre wall, and now making our way towards Blanchimont. That turn 16, then turn 17, which is Blanchimont. Flat out through here it should be. We should hear no lift through here. And indeed we don't. Full throttle all the way through now towards turns 18 and 19, down towards the bus stop chicane. Little bit of a lock-up on entry, but slowing the car all the way down towards that start-finish line. And let's see, it looks like it's going to be Louis here, who is on pole position here for the start of this one. And once again, ILRT pretty much on top of it. You can see quite a few invalidated laps towards the end there, but we will have the full qualifying results here coming for you shortly. And there you can see ILRT 1-2 with Louis and Amir. Will G is in third, Drop Your fourth, Rafa fifth with Dakar in sixth, Robin in seventh, Lewis eighth, Cohen ninth, Sam in 10th, Sam in 11th, Westy 12th, Deneen 13th, Honey Badger 14th, Sterling 15th, Alex in 16th, Casper 17th, Bullet Boy, Forbes and Slimbo all had their laps disqualified. So that is, I believe that's a CPI car, a TTG car and a Livid car. There are a couple of names here I don't recognise. Robin, I don't think I have seen him in the team lineups, so if someone could shed some light on that for me. I haven't seen, I could be blind. I mean, I've made 2 mistakes before the race even started, so it doesn't help when I do that. However, I'm having a look through. I reckon that's a CPI car, I think. That would be my best educated guess. That's what I'm going to put. So hopefully I'm right. In before I'm wrong. Robin is QVR. There you go. I got it instantly wrong. Thank you, Lewis, for that one. We've got with Dylan Warren saying, well done, Louis, for the poll. Let's have a look. Bit of support for TTG as well. We've got some Livid drivers in the chat as well. Tyler, cursing his luck. He says, damn, invalidation. Well, he'll have to start from the back of the grid now. And Storm in the chat there saying, come on, Bullet and Deneen. So a bit of support there for the drivers as we head towards the Belgian Grand Prix. And of course, we get to see those absolutely gorgeous liveries. And I wonder, it caught me out last time. I'm looking at the front wing of one of the TTG cars and the other one of, I believe, I think it's the CPI car. And they look very, very similar as we make our way now down towards turn 1. And you can see there is a little bit of difference now. Also between, I believe, the Livid cars. As you can see, the QVR cars are that lovely teal and white colour. There you can see the ILRT cars of white, black and yellow, mainly white body. You can see the TTG cars. There you can see the black, grey and red livery. And if we jump on board with, I believe, a Livid car, there you can see black and red with the white background number and black number. So you can see here how it might get a little bit confusing. There you can see the stark difference between a Livid car and a TTG car. You see, from a distance, it's almost like that Ferrari Spiker thing we saw back in 2007, where that glint of orange almost looked like a Ferrari retiring from the race. But about 99% of the time, it was the other way around. Well, we're making our way one of the longest formation laps then on the calendar and in the league and in the championship, as we make our way now through X corner with Sam there making his way through. But Louis and Amir looking to pick up exactly where they left off here, taking that 1-2 there. You can see Rafa in the background as well. The other ILRT car of Sterling is all the way down in 15th place, so didn't get a good lap in there. But we've already seen from the ILRT cars that they don't really necessarily all have the same pace, but what they do have is that consistency that gets them all the way to the top of the table. Dylan Warren saying, I said an educated guess. Dylan Warren asked me, educated by who? Very funny. He also asked, with this long formation lap, how's my day been? Well, it's going to get even better with the racing we have here tonight, but more importantly, can anybody stop the ILRT team? They are dominating this one. They've got a healthy points lead, but remember, with all 20 cars on the grid, if they all make it to the checker flag, they will all score points. It's an alternate point scoring system that favours consistency over results in one race. So the team has to do well rather than a single driver carrying the team. That is why ILRT have been doing so well here in Mini League 1. But we are moments away from the Belgian race and round number 3 here in Mini League 1. And we just now wait for the cars to form up at the back of the grid on the longest formation lap on the calendar. And in true Mini League style, the 5 red lights come on to trick you. Then the clutches engage, and at some point we will be going racing, but when it's 5 red lights, we are underway. And what are the starts like? It's a really good start from the ILRT cars. Oh, there's instant contact between 2 QVR cars in the background there. That would have ended in complete disaster as we make our way now. Oh, there's contact out on the source hairpin there. That was a car falling all the way back. I believe it was Lewis there who got a little bit wayward out of turn 1 there. But now we make our way through Radion and onwards now towards the Kemmel Straight. Down we go then as we've got Bullet Boys falling down the order in 18th place. Oh, there's contact in the background there. That's Slimbo who's instantly out of this race. Not even on the Kemmel Straight there. And he is now out of this race. There you can see a CPI car trying to get in amongst the TTG cars. Meanwhile, Dakar is passed by Sam. Well, one of them anyway. He's now down to 9th place. There you can see the yellow flag there on your screen. But let's have a look and see how it's going. Lewis there, 6th place after that. I'm not sure whether it was contact or not, but he's all the way down to 6th place now. Meanwhile, there you can see Alex trying to really try and find a way through as he now makes his way through Puon for the first time. Meanwhile, though, it is the 2 ILRT cars of Louis and Amir making our way now towards turn 14 and then onwards towards Stavilo. And we have already had a retirement in this race. Let's have a look and see. I did see a move from the ILRT car of Sterling up the inside of Deneen then. And that is a position gain for the car there of the ILRT car. Oh, there's a car getting very off track there. That was Honey Badger playing it fine there. But a little bit of lag in the lobby right now, but you can see there, that is Bullet Boy who's trying to make some moves here. Deneen and Forbes going side by side now as we head all the way up towards the bus stop chicane. Who's up brave on the brakes? It's Forbes, but he runs into the back of the ILRT car, does he? He ghosted a little bit there. We're going 3 wide through the final corner. They all make it through, and at the end of the first lap, Louis leads then from Amir and Will G. Drop here 4th with Rafa in 5th. Lewis there in 6th place. There you can see that's a little bit of a look and a lunge there. Not quite a lunge actually from Alex. That was a bit harsh to call it that, but it was definitely a keen eye of getting the move done. But Louis and Amir will try and make business as normal and try and stream away from the rest of the pack. There you can see 3 QVR cars of Dakar, Cohen and Robin. Meanwhile, Bullet Boy, has he got the move done? Yes, he has on Deneen, heading now down towards Lacom. And you can see that Deneen actually has front wing damage on the right-hand side of his car. Not great at all. Lewis is right behind Rafa here, who, of course, started in 5th place here as we make our way through X corner, through turn 9. And you can see there the sort of top 6, 7, 8... Yeah, they all look pretty evenly spread out here, but as soon as you get to sort of 9th, 10th place, they all bunch up again. And it's the QVR cars, 9th, 10th and 11th right now. And they're under pressure from Westy as they make their way now through Puon. Onwards now towards Campus through turns 12 and 13. But there you can see everyone's pretty much even themselves out right now, apart from Honey Badger, who's right behind Deneen. Let's have a look at some of the telemetry here. As you can see, oh, that's the wrong one. I wanted the tyres. There we go. That's what I wanted. So there you can see most of the drivers here on the soft tyres. Here's Honey Badger looking for a move around the outside on the exit of Stavilo here. He might get a move done, will he? As we now head towards 16 and towards the inside of 17. Yes, he does. Honey Badger there with an unorthodox move, but he made it work. But he's got to watch out now from Deneen as he looks to try and attack in towards the last chicane there, but he doesn't there. One of the Sams is into the pit lane, as is Deneen, who comes in. DRS enabled, and of course with such a short lap here and 25% race distance, you can understand how the pit stops are so early. At the end of the second lap, we're already seeing cars come into the pits. Meanwhile, we've got Rafa here right on the back of Dropia, but he's missed the apex there of the top of the chicane there, but Rafa looking to go down the inside with the DRS and gets the move done. Makes it look rather easier on Dropia there as he makes his way in towards Laycom. Meanwhile, Daka has got a move past Sam there, or one of the Sams, as he now moves up to 7th place. Meanwhile, Sterling and Forbes battling side by side through Laycom, and Sterling just about holds on there as we head now down towards Brussels here, but that is Bullet Boy trying to move up the inside there on those medium tyres. He's not wanting to hang around, now trying to go through X corner, and he gets the move done then, and Forbes will feel a little bit hard done by, but Bullet Boy gets the position. And through Pouon they go then. They've got to be careful going through Pouon. You can really attack the corner with the steering wheel, but if you have too much wear and the ballast and the setup isn't quite right, the car is spinning around, especially if you clip the inside curb of turn 10. The car just gets so unsettled so quickly, and before you know it, the car's around and you're in the wall. There we can see then Robin looking to try and find a way past Cohen. Of course, it is all about teamwork here. You've got to work together to gain as many points as possible. 3 of the ILRT cars are in the top 4. They're broken by the 3rd place car of the TTG car of Will G. Now, all the G's there as we see Rafa coming into the pits. Louis sets the fast lap of the race. Lots of cars coming into the pits now as we see Daka and Sam coming in. Oh, sorry, that's Cohen and Robin. I don't know why I looked that far up the table, but there we go. Lewis then is now in 5th place. Will G is right on the back of Amir, with Louis having a 1.8 second lead over his teammate. Up we go now through Radion, and we've got a car off. I think that's Casper, and it is Casper. Very easy to pick up that time around because we know exactly where the yellow flag was, so not sure what happened there, but he does find himself around. Meanwhile, Will G has got the move done on Amir, then in towards Laycom we go. Now we have to go back on board with Bullet Boys. He's got the DRS round the outside. I'll have to go on the entrance in towards Laycom there, and Sterling has to give that one up. Bullet Boy gets the position then, and up to 9th place he goes. That was important as well on those medium tyres, and if you go onto the medium tyres, you do run the risk of rather playing it fine with the strategy. Of course, we've got Casper there who's gone onto the hard tyres to get himself to the end of the race. Mediums will get you to the end of the race, but the problem is with mediums to softs is that they wear off and they drop off the cliff so quickly after 3 laps, 4 laps even. You're gonna have a hard time of keeping those tyres in good nick for at least a lap or 2. So you've got to be careful about when you decide to pit. We're riding on board here with Amir as he looks to try and chase down Will G once again, but Will G is simply not having it. He's trying to gallop away from the ILRT car. There is Lewis, currently the highest running CPI car. They really need some points on the table right now. Making our way through Blanchimont and onwards now towards turns 18 and 19. Braking hard there. This is where you're going to regen most of your ERSs. There you can see the top 5 all pitting in. So does Daka. So too does Sam. So that means then Westy should inherit the lead of the race. And Will G gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Deneen gets 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. I can only assume that will be because of multiple track limits. Making our way now down the hill towards, well, we've got turns 2, 3 and 4 apparently, but we all know them better. Here we go then, Eau Rouge, and then up Radion here. As I say, a blind corner, a blind crest, as Westy just misses out on the final part there. He will get a warning for that one. Rafa, meanwhile, is behind Will G down the Kemmel Straight. In fact, he's right behind him going through the quick right, left, right there, or left, right, left, whichever way you want to call it. The second one, because that's probably right. But Rafa, with the DRS, makes his way past Will G, a move that happened to him just a lap ago, and the ILRT car moves back ahead of the TTG car, and there you can see 3rd, 4th and 5th right now. The other ILRT car. I'm just trying to see. Oh, it's Amir in 8th place there. But of course, Sterling is yet to pit in this race. And there you can see he's got a little bit of a different colour scheme. He's got green instead of yellow. I don't think that'll matter too much because their car is so distinctive anyway. It looks gorgeous in these sunlight here. All the cars do, to be fair. Fair play to all the livery designers who came out here and told the teams exactly, or told the drivers exactly which colour schemes to have, which designs to have. It is painstaking at times, I know that, running 4 cars that look exactly the same, but fair play to everyone. They have absolutely really showing off what they can do. And you can see there the QVR car of Dropia closing in behind on the ILRT car of Amir. Meanwhile, further up the road, we've got Bullet Boy here, one of the CPI cars, closing in on Westy as we make our way in towards the bus stop chicane. There you go, Westy and Dropia coming in then as Bullet Boy is trying to give Westy a little bit of a hurry up here in towards the pit lane, but he's got to be careful about the entry. Sterling into the pit lane as well. That means then Louis will retake the lead of the race then, heading in towards the final corner. Dropia meanwhile is right behind Amir through that final corner, through the bus stop chicane. Rapper with the fastest lap of the race with a 1:45.4, heading now down towards Les Sources. And there you can see, oh, that's the QVR car of Robin there, almost running into the back of Dropia. They just about stopped the car in time. There's Westy who re-emerges there on the soft tyres, but there is Sam then. Will he look for a move in towards the bottom of the hill there? No, he thinks better of it because he's got DRS here. He should have DRS down the Kemmel straight then. Yeah, you can see the beat there, or hear the beat that is. But Westy's also got the DRS there. Look how close Sam is to the back of the TTG car. Up ahead you can see Amir and Dropia battling away as well as we head in towards Lake Com. Sam just about does enough. Amir meanwhile holds on and stays ahead of Dropia, but he's really under pressure from the QVR car there in towards Brussels. Of course, he used one move to defend there and one move back to the racing line. That is within the rules. You are allowed to do that. But look at this train that's forming up behind Amir. Hop aboard as Amir leads them now all the way down in towards Poulon there. But that's why I can see now he's got damage on the left-hand end plate then of his front wing. That's why Dropia's trying to find a way past as we head in towards turns 12 and 13 in through campus. Up the inside of 13 he goes. The ILRT car runs wide onto the gravel. Can he keep it collected there? Yes, he can. Trying to go up the inside there of turn 14. No way through though for him, and the ILRT car is struggling. Oh, Amir's hit the wall! He understeered fully into the wall there, and I believe this has deployed a VSC. Whoa, that was a big impact for Amir. And luckily for the other cars around him that he ghosted, especially for Sam there. I can imagine that if he's wearing a white suit, it's not white anymore, that's for sure. But the VSC has deployed, and that means that if you're a David Croft fan, you'll regard it as the part where you put all the Scalextrics cars on the same track. And DRS enabled, and we're back underway. Green flag racing. Not very long under the VSC. Of course, it is a 25% race. And now heading down towards that first couple of corners once again. Bullet Boy, meanwhile, heading in towards Radion now. Up the hill we go. And still on the back of Cohen then. And the CPI car of Bullet Boy looking for a move past. He's got the DRS, but so has Cohen, which is keeping him ahead right now. Bullet Boy's got to make the most of these soft tyres. He's going for a lunge down the inside in towards turn 5, but can't find the way through. Not quite this time. He's got to be careful about these soft tyres, but look how much more grip he had through turn 7, heading down the hill towards Brussels there. Yeah, you can see the QVR car locking up and has to concede the position there as Bullet Boy just has so much more grip there. And unfortunately for Amir then, he is out of the race, understeered at Stavolo. It is such a corner which can catch you out with the understeer. Before you know it, your race is over, and in dramatic style as well. No doubt that will have given him a shock, as it did all of us. I can guarantee you that. Lap 7 here in Belgium. You can see Sterling right on the back of Cohen here. Great to see so many strategies, so many different strategies happening all up and down the field. You can see those who started on the soft tyres now running on the mediums. Those who started on the mediums now running on the softs. And which one is the better strategy to be on? Well, Westy is the first of those alternate runners. He's currently running in 7th place. He's right behind Robin, though, as we make our way towards the final 2 corners of 18 and 19. Lap 8 of this Grand Prix. Louis leads from Rafa in 2nd, Will G 3rd, Sam 4th, Drop Your 5th, with Robin in 6th, Westy 7th, Bullet Boy 8th, Cohen 9th, Sterling is in 10th, Daka 11th, Forbes 12th, Lewis 13th, Honey Badger 14th, Alex in 15th, Deneen 16th, Sam in 17th, and Casper is at the back of the grid now, but he will be getting points, crucial points for CPI. They really need that right now. Meanwhile, Bullet Boy is right behind Westy, but look at Westy trying to close in on Robin as well. This should be an interesting one. This should be a tasty one. Over the hill they go, and now on towards the Kemmel Straight. As you can see there, Westy pulls to the left-hand side on the track. Not much the QVR car can do to defend. In towards Lake Com we go. He's got Bullet Boy side by side with him as we head through turn 6, and then onwards towards turn 7 there. Bullet Boy can't quite get the move done. He might try and move down towards Brussels. Robin blocks the move there in towards turn 8, but look at this now. Bullet Boy trying to go around the outside. He'll have the inside for Ix, will he? Can he hold on? Oh, contact there. Lost the back end. Can he keep it in check? Oh, he hits the wall. And that's a front wing end plate gone for the CPI driver. And just tried to make the move stick. Maybe if he just backed out there and tried again later on in the lap. The only problem is with tyres like that, you just want to make those moves stick. Sam, meanwhile, now putting pressure on the first of the TTG cars. So the lead TTG car versus the lead Livid car as we make our way through that right-hander of Stavilo. Lewis, meanwhile, makes the move on Forbes and moves up to 11th place. Sam, meanwhile, look at this now as we head through Blanchimont. Onwards now towards the chicane. What is Will G going to do? What is Sam going to do? He's going to back out of this one, heading in towards the final chicane here. And 3 laps to go here in Belgium. And it is Louis who leads Rafa, an ILRT 1-2. Not quite a 1-2-3 as they had in the 2 previous rounds. However, Sam is looking to try and get as many points for Livid as possible. Well, I have to say, Livid are 4th in the championship right now. As we now head our way down the hill, then you can see Sam still on the back of Will G. There's just one of the ILRT cars. 3.9 up the road. Sam with some DRS down the Kemmel Straight. Surely we'll have a move here down towards Lake Com. Moves to the right-hand side, and as they head now down towards Lake Com, down towards the entrance here, is that is Will G just trying to put him off there by trying to make the gap as small as possible there. That could have easily ended very, very badly. Meanwhile, further behind, you can see there, that is Sterling now in 8th place. That's Daka 9th, Cohen 10th, Lewis 11th, and Forbes is in 12th place. Now, the important thing is about this is you can't get too impatient. You can't just lunge up the inside when there isn't a move on. You've got to be careful. Not exactly patient, because you know you've got to get the moves done, but there's a certain amount of racecraft you have to have in moments like these. There you can see Westy still trying to close in or close back in on Dropya as he looks to try and find that way past. He's on the soft tyres though. Dropya is on the mediums, and the delta between the two of them lap after lap becomes more and more similar here. And it will favour the medium tyres towards the end of this race. Lewis loses the back end there. Whoa, that was close. He lost the back end on the exit of 14. This could be a move then for Forbes then. He knows this move has to be done. Lewis has got a loss of momentum here as we head towards Blanchimont, but Forbes has nowhere to go. He can't quite get that advantage there that he would have had as we now head towards the bus stop chicane. Forbes then, well, that's Lewis going for a move down the inside. Can he slow the car down in time? He's going to have a compromised line through the final corner, running on board with Cohen then, but Lewis has got the move done. A daring move down the inside there, in towards the bus stop chicane, and there is Forbes then looking for a move up the inside, in towards the source. Down the hill will go towards Eau Rouge, and then up the hill through Radion, and there is Forbes, and he's got the move done now. Through we go, up Radion, and now this is Forbes' turn to try and have some DRS on Lewis here. This is for 10th place, but this is also for some crucial points here. We've got a battle further up ahead between Dropya and Westy as well. Forbes now trying to go around the outside at Lake Com here. CPI versus TTG, and the CPI car just takes a little bit too much curb. It wipes off some of that momentum, and Forbes gets the move done. Westy, meanwhile, still behind that QVR car of Dropya as we make our way now in towards X corner. And now down the hill we'll go towards that double left-hander of Puan. Lewis is not done with this move just yet. Gets a much better run through X here. And now down the hill we'll go. Forbes just planting his car in the middle of the road at Puan here. You've got to be so careful about taking those curbs. Meanwhile, behind them, you've got Honey Badger here, looking for a move now on the QVR car of Cohen here. He has to go around the outside initially. He'll have the inside line, will he? Oh, he's lost it! He's lost the back end! Oh no, disaster for Honey Badger there. And just asked too much of those rear tyres, and they said, you're having a laugh. Absolutely not. And the car just be sent around all on his own. And that will be the curves playing a big part in that one as well. And meanwhile, though, Westy trying to slow the car down in towards the final chicane. Well, the final lap of the race has been started by Louis, who leads by 1.9 seconds ahead of Rafa here. In through La Source they go. There is Sam in third, Will G in fourth. Westy, meanwhile, looking for a move down the inside in towards La Source hairpin. There is another one. Deneen is also out of the race there at Stavilo. And that is a disaster for Livid there. So 2 Livid cars out of the race. Dropia, meanwhile, looking to try and make a last-ditch move on Westy. Round the outside at the top of the hill. Oh, my word, what a move there. Can he get the move finished, though? They've both got DRS. Have they? No, the TTG car didn't have DRS. And Westy tucks back into the slipstream there. Dropia with a really brave move up the hill there. But he got the move done. Bullet Boy with the fastest lap of the race. Of course, no bonus points for fastest lap in this race. Meanwhile, Lewis and Forbes are battling away. There is also a QVR car in the midst as well as Cohen tries to make a move there. Heading through turn 7 now towards Brussels here. Lewis is desperately trying to find some way past Forbes. Forbes runs wide in the middle of the corner. That allows Lewis to try and pull alongside. Too wide through Ricks. Never ends well, and it's not going to end well this time either. Forbes is collected and Lewis makes contact through the left-hander there. Make of that what you will, as 2 cars come together and Forbes comes off worse. But Louis here on the final lap of this race is going to cruise to another victory. I believe this is going to be 3 wins out of 3 for Louis. If not, it's I do remember him not having a great race, but in the first round. However, he makes his way now around the final chicane and onwards now towards the start-finish line. Louis is going to win here in Belgium, and it is going to be an ILRT 1-2. Another impressive performance. Sam there weaves his way across the line to finish in third. Will G is just about going to hold on, but look at that photo finish there, as Will G will actually drop down the order because of his 5-second time penalty that he picked up in the pit lane. So Dropia moves up to 4th, Westy 5th, Sterling 6th, Robin in 7th. There you can see in quick succession cars crossing the line. Daka 9th, Lewis there in 10th with Cohen 11th, Honey Badger 12th finishing across the line there. Alex then will come across the line in 13th place. Forbes with that front wing damage on the last lap will come across the line in 14th, but that is crucial points there for the team. Sam will come across the line there in 15th place. Again, points for the team. Bullet Boy will come across the line in 16th place. And at some point, we will see Casper coming across the line. I don't think he's got front wing whatsoever out there. So that's not great for him as he now makes his way towards the final couple of corners. Yeah, and he's going quite slowly, as to say he hasn't got a front wing at all. And, well, it is damaged. Oh, massive amount of understeer at Stavilo. We might have had a 3rd victim there. But he does manage to hold on there. And, well, this will be, if he can get it to the checkered flag, he will be able to, well, at least get some points on the board for CPI. That's what they've needed for a long time. And they're going to get all 4 cars to the checkered flag, which is what they haven't done in this league so far. But your race winner for race number 3 here in Belgium, it's another win for Louis. It's another win for ILRT. Can anybody stop them? Well, another impressive win here for Louis. Not quite the 1-2-3 they had in the previous 3 races, but I don't think ILRT will worry too much about that one. It's still all to play for as we head to the final round, and very easily could shift in another direction, especially if 1 or 2 ILRT cars don't finish the race. It's a point system that rewards consistency over everything else, and getting cars to the line adds to that as well. But ILRT take another commanding points lead in this one as we head towards the official, unofficial results of round number 3. There you can see Louis wins in Belgium. Rafa 2nd with Sam in 3rd, Dropia 4th with Westy in 5th, Sterling in 6th with Robin 7th, Will G 8th after his penalty, Daka 9th with Lewis in 10th, Cohen 11th with Honey Badger 12th, Alex in 13th, Forbes 14th, Bullet Boy 15th, Sam in 16th, Casper did make it to the line and he will score points for his team, finishing in 17th place. Deneen, Amir and Slimbo all not finishing the race, therefore they do not score points for their team. Well, a pretty dramatic race, it all has to be said. Stavilo really did throw up some curveballs there. I have to say, a nice drive as well from Sam, from Westy, from Sterling. Sam especially up 7 places from where he started. A nice result for him and for Livid, as they want more points to pull them up towards the 3rd place, at least in the mid-table, where the TTG are occupying at this moment in time. But that will do it for part 1 of the stream. Separate stream for the next race in Japan will be started in just a couple of minutes. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss, I should say, that round. And hopefully I will be back with the right name on the stream. Don't go away.